Financial success is not determined by the amount of money you make, but by how comfortable and in control are you of your financial situation. We all have concerns about money from time to time, but if you want to get on the right track with your finances, this video can help you take the steps toward improving your personal financial success and experiencing greater confidence in dealing with your money. Success stories for ordinary people who have achieved non-ordinary financial success could be found everywhere, from the friend who paid off her debt in just a few years, to the couple who finally saved enough for their dream home. It seems like everyone's got a financial money success story to share. When we hear these stories, it's easy to assume that the people who achieved financial success must have had some kind of magic formula. In fact, there is a simple formula you can follow to achieve financial success. And best of all, these steps are not a secret that only a few people know about. In today's world, the internet has given the ability for anybody to acquire this knowledge. Just apply this simple success formula, and you will be well on your way to financial freedom. Income plus cash flow should be greater than your expenses. It's really that simple. If your income is higher than your expenses, you will have some money left over at the end of the month. This extra money can be used to pay down debt, save for retirement, or invest in something that will make you even more money. Now, I know that you want an answer to this question. How could I turn this simple formula into real enhancements in my financial success? Stay tuned and watch this video till its end, as I'll show you how to implement this 10-step formula into your life to achieve financial success. Formula step number 1: never stop working. The key to being successful is to find a way to make money, to use that money to make even more money. How can you do this without any special skills or training? You could take a look into these next steps and find what suits you, and how can you start making more money? What do you enjoy doing? The only thing that will ensure that you never stop working is to find a work that you enjoy yourself while doing it. That is why you should always ask yourself this question first. What do I enjoy doing? What is the thing that I can do very proficiently while enjoying the effort that I am putting into it? Then figure out a way to make money from it, by either working for someone who's already getting paid for doing it or starting your own business. Once you have that figured out, it's time to move to the next step, which is, what are you good at? Sometimes you find that you're really good at something, but it isn't your first choice of what you would like to do. In that case, it's time to start thinking about how you can make money from your talents. You need to analyze those skills and special characteristics, and see if they can work for you to make more money while doing the thing you love. Sometimes you can pick what you are good at as your main stream of income before you find a way to monetize your hobby. The next thing you need to do is research how much people are willing to pay for what you're offering. Find out how much your fellow competitors are charging and get an idea of a reasonable price. This will give you a negotiating advantage if you choose to go into employment. Or, if you're planning to start your own business, you'll have a good idea of how much to charge for your services or products. How do you get to it? Simply researching won't cut it. You need to take action and get the ball rolling. The internet has made starting your own business easier than ever with platforms like Shopify, Etsy, and even Facebook. If you're starting a business, look at the logistics behind it. What licenses or permits do you need? How much will it cost to get started? What are the rules and regulations in your area? All of these are important questions that you should have answers to before you get started. This will help your business be as legitimate as possible and avoid any shutdowns by the government due to not following the proper procedures. As for getting a job, the process is a little different. You should start by updating your resume and making sure it's presentable. Then you can begin applying for jobs that interest you and attend any interviews that come your way. When searching for jobs, look at the requirements and see if you meet them. If you don't, is there any way you can learn the required skills? Once you've put all these things into perspective, it's time to start applying for jobs and awaiting interviews. Formula step number 2: start creating side hustles. If you're serious about earning more than you spend, it's a matter of time before you start looking into side hustles, as it will help boost your cash flow almost daily without the risk of interfering with your main source of income. A side hustle is a way to make money outside of your 9-to-5 job. It allows you to make spare money that'll give you the freedom to pursue your passions, buy things you need, and lower your financial worries. Side hustles can be anything from starting a blog to planning events or even creating cards and gift baskets that you can sell for profit. If you source the goods from suppliers directly instead of getting stocks from retailer shops, you can get them at a fraction of the price and sell them for a higher margin. Before you know it, You'll have built up an incredible network of people you can always reach out to partner with when you decide to take your business to the next level. Also, when things don't work out in your 9 to 5, you always have the option to rely on your side hustle to get you through tough times until you get another job. Formula step number 3, save money. Financial success isn't a far-fetched dream and is very attainable, given that you have a plan and know what you're doing. Among the long formula for attaining financial success, you'll need to save as much money as you can, for as long as you can. You don't need to be extravagant with your plan, saving your whole paycheck every month. But you need to set up a savings account. Once the account is up and running, you'll need a well-laid-out plan to facilitate your savings, which you'll need to follow it to the letter. This could be anything from setting up a specific amount to be transferred to your savings account from your checking account every month or week. You can start small and gradually increase the ratio as your income also grows. In the long run, you'll be surprised at how much you've managed to save. Make saving money your habit, and financial success will be right around the corner. Ask around and be vibrant in financial forums and communities to get more tips on how they manage to save enough money to last them a lifetime. Formula step number 4, create a budget. The importance of making a budget is a financial lesson that cannot be overemphasized. So if you want financial security, following a budget is the only answer. Creating and adhering to a budget is one of the most important steps you can take on your journey to financial success. The best way to go about this is to thoroughly assess your spending habits and income. The essence of budgeting is to manage your income and maximize your savings by allocating your resources properly. You need to track every single penny you spend over a period of time, as this will help you get a clear idea of where your money is going and where you can cut back. Without a budget, we end up struggling through the same old cycle of working to make money, only to see it all disappear come to the end of the month with very little to show for it. If you are determined to achieve financial success, you need to be just as determined to create and stick to a budget. Formula step number 5, living frugally as much as you can. What is something most billionaires have in common? They are all frugal people. Frugality is often mistaken for being cheap, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Frugality is the quality of being thrifty, and it is a key ingredient in the recipe for financial success. When you are frugal, you are mindful of your spending and always look for ways to save money. You don't need to make drastic changes to your lifestyle and live on the extremes in order to be frugal. Track your spending but also be more aware of your financial life to be precise, and ensure that you're making the right decisions. Financial success is achieved with time and discipline. You can, of course, enjoy some cheat days and spoil yourself, but impulse buying is a never to do if you want to achieve financial success. If you're interested in learning more about frugality and how it can help you achieve financial success, you can start by reading books on the subject or following frugal bloggers who share their tips and tricks on living a frugal life. Formula step number 6, invest your finances. Investing is an effective way to put your money to work and potentially build wealth. Smart investing may allow your money to outpace inflation and increase in value. Investing your finances is one of the smartest things you can do if you want to achieve financial success. Investing allows you to grow your money while taking less risk than gambling or stock market speculation. After you've managed to save up some cash, the next step is obviously to start planning on how to invest that money. Of course, there are many different ways to invest your money, and the best way to go about it is to speak to a financial advisor who can help you understand the different options and find the best way to invest your money based on your individual circumstances. Before you start investing, it's highly recommended that you at least have enough cash to sustain yourself for 6 months in case of an emergency. This will give you peace of mind and allow you to focus on your investments without worrying about financial problems. Formula step number 7, track your finances. Tracking your finances is something rarely done, and the shock that comes after you start doing it will push you to take your finances more seriously. Are you the type of person who spends unconsciously without really keeping track of where that money is going? If your answer is yes, you need to get rid of that habit as soon as possible, because it's been costing you deep expenses without you even realizing it. I know how tempting it gets when we convince ourselves to make small purchases that we think we can afford, but those small purchases quickly add up, and before you know it, you're in debt. Once you keep track of your spending, you'll be able to at least know where your money is disappearing. This will assist you in making better financial decisions in the long run, and you'll get to enjoy the financial success that we all dream of. Formula step number 8, automate your savings. Automating your savings doesn't literally mean that you have to get rid of your money bank and start using a robot to manage your finances. What it does mean is that you have to be more advanced and keep your cash far from your reach. Have you ever been in a situation where you know you shouldn't spend money on something, but you do it anyway because it's right in front of you? If the answer is yes, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you automate your savings, you make it harder for yourself to spend that money because it's not as easily accessible. This will help you achieve discipline in savings and reach the ultimate goal of financial success. Formula step number 9, never delay in paying off living expenses. You should focus your energy on paying off your living expenses as much as you focus on growing your wealth. This means paying off your rent, electricity bills, grocery, medical, and gas to ensure that you have smooth sailing all through the month. You shouldn't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from or whether you'll be able to keep the lights on in your house. You can channel that energy into something more productive for your financial success. Another thing to note is that if you keep delaying or postponing paying your bills, they're going to accumulate, and paying them off will be much harder once that happens. While you're aiming for financial success, you should also focus on building good credit. This will come in handy when you want to take out a loan or make any other major purchase in the future. Formula step number 10, spend your spare money. I know it's nice to hear someone say that you should spend your spare money, but I'm not talking about going out and buying the latest designer clothes or shoes. What I mean is that you should use your spare cash to invest in your future. Look into investments that have the compounding power to move you 2 times closer to financial success in just a few years. The investment you choose depends on your age and how comfortable you are with the risk that's associated with it. However, financial advisors suggest that you take up the riskiest investments when you're younger, as you don't have a lot of responsibilities. The older you grow, the more risk-averse you become. So what are some of the investments you should be looking into? Stocks. Stocks have been the talk of the town recently. Everyone and anyone is trying to get their hands on stocks, either buying or selling them. I suggest you take some time to learn the tricks of the trade before you venture into this investment. Start by understanding what a stock is. Investing in stocks basically means that you're buying a piece of ownership in a company. As the company grows, so does the value of your stocks. If you own a share, you are liable to receive dividends at the end of every financial year when the company makes a profit. With this type of investment, the bigger the input, the bigger the returns. Although if you're starting small, you might not see any significant return on investment for a while. Bonds. Bonds are similar to loans and are mostly used by governments to source funds to run country projects. As per the agreement, the government will pay you back the money with interest after a certain period has passed. Bonds are a great way to invest money for newbies as they're less risky compared to stocks. At the same time, you have to understand that you will not see any significant ROI for a while until the specified time frame has passed. So if you are planning on using the money anytime soon, bonds are not the right investment for you. Mutual funds. Mutual funds are a more flexible investment where you can pull out all your money with little to no consequences. It also has a more diversified scope of investment since there are different kinds of mutual funds offered to clients depending on their needs. Do your research well and compare the rates on offer before you settle for one particular mutual fund. Another thing many people forget to check is the rate paid to these institutions as holding tax. In layman's language, that's the fee you pay for keeping your money there every single month. I hope this 10-step formula was enough to get you started on your journey to financial success. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tips on how to improve your finances. Hope the information that you have gained out of this video improves your life. And see you in the next video.